Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol. Three emails about the same gadget, 2 in one afternoon. Your thumb hovers over delete, and suddenly you're sure a trend has started. No way. Already? Laughing? I fall for that every time. Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm your host, and today we're looking at how to tell when those little streaks are real signals and when they're just static. I like that. Short, useful, please. Give me something I can try between meetings. Okay, what makes a pattern feel real? I use 3 anchors: consistency, a mechanism, and repeatability. Wait, what do you mean by mechanism? A mechanism is a plausible cause that links the events. For instance, if your commute gets slower, and you know roadwork started this week, mechanism checked. You're not chasing noise. So you mean like when roadworks start and suddenly every GPS says expect delays? Right, that fits. Short pause. Exactly. Consistency is about seeing it more than once over time. Repeatability asks, does it show up in slightly different checks? Another day, another account, another device? So consistency, mechanism, repeatability. Those are 3 quick litmus tests I can keep in my head. Now the traps. Our brains love patterns, apophenia, and then confirmation and selection bias do the rest. We notice the hits, ignore the misses, and invent reasons. I'm guilty of inventing reasons. That shirt is lucky, and suddenly it's a superstition. Laughing. Simple check. Look for disconfirming evidence first. Ask yourself, what's a strong reason this could be wrong? And try to prove it false before you celebrate. Right. Flip the instinct. If my inbox shows 3 promos, ask, could this be a single merchant blast I signed up for? And watch selection bias. You remember the streaks and forget the quiet stretches. That bias builds convincing stories on tiny evidence. I'm not sure I buy that we should be skeptical of every small pattern. Couldn't that make people paralyzed? Good point. Not paranoia. Proportional checks. Tiny signals get tiny tests. Big decisions get more verification. It's about matching effort to stakes. Okay, that's manageable. Now give me the micro exercises. Something copy-paste I can actually use. 3 tiny exercises you can do this week. First, a 3-day frequency check. Pick one check time. For example, 9 a.m., then record, notifications, 7 each day for 3 days. See if it holds. That's great. Exact times. So I pick 9 a.m. and note the count. Super simple. Second, the 1-minute controlled test. Close the app, open a private browser tab, search the product, or open a different account. 1 minute to see if recommendations or notices change. If they do, it's likely personalized, not a broad trend. I do that with shopping recs. Open private mode and the suggestions flip. 1 minute and you learn a lot. Short pause. Third, a simple logging habit for 7 days. 2 lines in your phone whenever you notice something surprising. What you saw and 1 likely cause. Sample. Day 1 to 9 a.m. 3 promo emails. Likely cause, merchant blast. I can copy that line verbatim. That takes 5 seconds and suddenly anecdotes become data. If results are mixed, treat them as weak evidence. Watch longer or make a reversible, low-cost choice. If the signal strengthens and a mechanism appears, you can raise confidence. So the quick rules to take away: check for consistency, look for a mechanism, and run low-cost tests, short and usable. One last nudge. Say your test out loud to someone. Saying it forces you to name the mechanism and the stakes, and that often exposes shaky thinking right away. Before we go, challenge time. Try 1 micro exercise this week and send us 1 short note titled Pattern Test with 1 line. What you tested and whether it held up. We'll read a few on the show. Don't be afraid to learn. Small experiments beat big assumptions. If you liked this, Subscribe for a daily peek into my mind and quick tools like these. Try the 1-minute controlled test this week and tell us how it went with subject. Pattern test. Thanks for listening to Down the Rabbit Hole. Don't forget to subscribe, do a tiny test, and send that one-line observation. See you tomorrow. Same rabbit hole, new curiosity. You've been listening to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol.